Hi girls, this is Willa. I am so excited to see you all again this week. Kayla and I really enjoyed seeing all of the projects you shared with us. Are you ready to continue our journey as citizen scientists? Today, we are going to take our observation skills we practiced last week and use them to collect data. You may even want to create your own field notebook to keep your observations in. This can simply be a small notebook that you can carry along with you, or you can use your creativity by folding a few sheets of paper in half and stapling the edges. Then you can decorate the cover however you like. Are you ready to get started on today's adventure? Alrighty then, let's go.
Hi Daisies, so happy to see you all for week 2 of our virtual Investigation Awaits series. And a huge thanks to Ava from Troop 71884 in Joplin, Missouri, and Callie from 50162 for sharing your projects with us last week. I'm Kayla Roloffs, and I am the Youth Outreach Manager at Girl Scouts of Minnesota and Wisconsin Lakes and Pines. Before we begin today's activity, let's start with the Girl Scout Promise and Law. Is everybody ready? On my honor, I will try to serve God and my country, to help people at all times, and to live by the Girl Scout law. I will do my best to be honest and fair, friendly and helpful, considerate and caring, courageous and strong, responsible for what I say and do, and to respect myself and others, respect authority, use resources wisely, make the world a better place, and be a sister to every Girl Scout. Last week, we talked about observing our world and practiced our observation skills as different animals. Seeing how you would observe your world as those different animals was so much fun. Today, we're going to practice observations again with butterflies. So for this activity, you're going to need the butterfly handout, either printed or you can draw it, but you're going to need 3 pages cut out, totaling 12 butterflies. And then for the adults, you're going to want to tape them up around whatever room you're working in. Then you're also going to need a notebook or other paper, and then pens, pencils, markers, whatever you like to write or draw with. Do you know how scientists remember what they observe? Taking notes about what you see is an important part about being a scientist. What do you think they'd want to make notes about? So what if you were taking notes on, let's just say, squirrels somewhere around your house? What kind of things would you like to write down? Scientists want to remember everything about what they observe, so they write down the date and where and when they made their observations. And all of their notes are what is called data. It's all of the information that they collect, such as notes, drawings, photos, recordings, videos, all that kind of stuff.
This is the British Library. It is the largest library in the world with over 200 million items from different countries. Can you imagine so many things in one place? It can be overwhelming. When you are collecting data about your observations, a great place to start is by asking yourself questions, such as, what are you looking at? Do you know what the item is actually called? If not, how would you describe it? Think of its shape or color. Maybe it reminds you of another object. Where is located? Is this a place that you would usually find this object? For example, if you were on a walk in the park and saw a book laying on the ground, would you think it belonged there? Probably not, as we usually see those inside a home, school, or library, so that would be something to take note of. Also, how is it different? Are there other similar objects nearby? What makes this one unique? You can even draw a picture in your notebook. Try to make it as detailed as possible. These are all things you can write in your field notebook.
Now you have the chance to take field notes like a scientist. Let's grab our supplies. Today, we're going to pretend we're helping a scientist learn more about butterflies. The scientist has asked you, as citizen scientists, to tell them more about the butterflies in this room. So you're going to walk around the room and take a look at the butterflies. You can draw anything you want to remember about them, or maybe you can count them and write that number down. Remember, scientists pay super close attention to all of the details and are constantly thinking about their observations and what they might mean.
Shall we take a closer look? How many butterflies do you see? That's correct, there are 5. Now, how many different types of butterflies do you see? What else can we observe about them?
So just a few things to think about while you're observing your butterflies. Do any of the butterflies look different? What makes them different? Can you count the different kinds of butterflies? What else do you notice about them? Remember, you can remember what you saw by drawing pictures or creating tallies for how many butterflies you see. Once you're done collecting your data, take a look at what you found.
Here we are back at the London Zoo. Do you remember this place? That's right, we were last week to learn about different animals' sense of sight. This week we are going to take a look inside their butterfly paradise exhibit. This is the perfect place to observe some more butterflies. Take a look at these butterflies and write down your notes. Remember your observation questions. When you have a few different ones to observe, it is easier to spot their differences. This is all a part of collecting data. Isn't that fun?
Until we meet again next week, work on your observation skills while you're out for a walk. See if you can find a new way to look at the world around you.
That's right, girls. If it's nice weather, take an adult and go on a hike in your neighborhood or a nearby park. This is a great opportunity to be outdoor detectives. Just like there are many different types of dogs and cats, there are many different kinds of trees. From their leaves to their shape and even where they grow, there are many things that make trees different. Be sure to write down what you see in your notebook and share it with us.
Today, you did what scientists do. You used the scientific method. You made observations, you recorded data, and you looked for patterns in that data. So share your observations with us on Facebook. We really love to see all of your hard work. Will and I really hope that you enjoyed today's activity, and we'll see you next week when we create a way to get our fairies across a canyon.
Cheerio, girls. We'll see you again next week.